Guys, Dave with Build Alpha here. In this video, I want to talk about the Commitment of Traders Report, which is a weekly report released by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or the CFTC, that shows open interest in futures and options on futures for the largest markets. And everything is broken down by three trader categories. So there are large traders, which is comprised of the commercial traders and the non-commercial traders. So the commercial traders are the hedgers or the producers or the users of the underlying commodity. And then the non-commercial traders are just large speculators, so hedge funds, big individual traders, other investment firms. And then there are non-reportable or the small traders, so just small-time speculators, the retail traders. That's typically what's referred to as, and forgive me for this, but dumb money. So the report itself, you can get them from the website. Here's what they look like. They're free data. But here's one that's nicely broken down. So you can see the large traders. We have the non-commercial and the commercial. How many are long, how many are short, how many long, how many are short. And then there's the non-reportable open interest, which is, again, the smaller traders. And then over here, there's the open interest. So why is that so important? So if the commercial longs are 600,000, well, what does that mean? That means a lot if open interest is 600,000. It doesn't mean a lot if open interest is 6 billion, right? So it's always important to have a value to be our denominator and normalize our data so we can make apples to apples comparisons across different trader categories or over time, or maybe even across markets. So here's an example. I just took the S&P 500 futures, commercials versus non-commercials. I netted out the long and the short and then divided that net by the percent of open interest. So you can see there's large divergences before, interesting moments in the S&P 500's history. So how do we use COT data in Build Alpha? Well, you could just search COT in the signal library and you'll see that there are newly added COT signals for all these markets. Took all the historical data, put it into a nice time series so we can use it to build trading signals, but more importantly, filters non-price contextual data to pass to automated strategies. There's tons of non-price-based signals in Build Alpha, so this just kind of adds to the list. I actually released COT strategy in this blog, so you can check that out. But what I want to do is I want to take and use this COT data to improve baseline strategy. So what I have here is I'm just going to pull up Build Alpha, open up the strategy builder, and you can see I already got it open here. Okay, so these are my selected signals. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a baseline test where the low is less than the previous low. And then I'm going to come in and just select this default signal. So I have two signals required, and I only have two signals max. So that's how I'm going to create my baseline with a 1-bar hold. S&P 500, 2006 to 23. Okay, not a great system. That is to be expected. So we will take a quick look at it. Okay, great. In sample, out of samples highlighted. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unrequire this default signal, and I have all these COT signals selected. Then I'm just gonna have Build Alpha do its thing. What it's doing is it's looking for complementary signals to the required signal. So a really fast way to find filters. Just gonna sort P&L to drawdown, scroll up to the top. Let's see how Build Alpha was able to improve. So let's look at the second one. So this second one added a signal when the 10-year note commercials are net short, right? Less than 0% of the open interest. You can see that we increased the P&L to drawdown maybe 6-7 times. We've cut the trades down to a fifth. We had about almost a 20% increase in win percentage. You could see the average trade went up 4 times or 4x'd, and the profit factor doubled. So again, really simple idea. I just wanted to show a demonstration of how we can take a baseline system and improve it. I already gave in the blog a COT only strategy. Again, just another tool in our arsenal. If you guys have questions, shoot me an email as always, david@buildalpha.com. Hope this helps.